must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
Off we go. I also really like the music here.
Swift as my feet can carry me. Something good here. I hope.
It feels kinda again like we're just stealing from people, but well, that's not gonna stop us. Just imagine they would just come back and be like, what the heck are you doing with our stuff? Like, I don't know. There's a third backpack. I mean, not yet in the city, we're just like in Rivington, so small city in front of Baldur's Gate. But oh boy, there's so much to discover and explore. Love it.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum.
What's your name?
Jenna. And my cat is Grub. He's shy. I'm not. My mum is called Emery. She went to go get some herbs for
I
her
love the
spots.
spirit.
She was sick, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though.
Yeah, kids, I don't know if your mom is still alive. I don't know where your mom is, but here, take a few coin.
Oh,
Hey, even Astarion approves.
thank you so much. I don't have anything, and you can't do anything without any coin. I'll pay you back when I find my mum.
I also want to talk to the cat.
What's up
Come on,
for
cat.
discussion?
I'm just a cat. Please, talk to Yenna.
I know the first time I was talking to this cat, I was like, this is so sus. What cat would say I'm just a cat? Kind of implies there's something more to it, right? Why are you so scared?
Well, why are you so nosy?
Character trait? But fair, maybe that's yours. Do you know what happened to Yenna's mother?
Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick. Maybe she made like a cat and went off to spend her last life.
Oh. Yeah, I kind of think so too. May I pet you?
Please don't.
Oh, no pets. Sad.
Anything you want for supper.
Of course I'm remembering that we should do that. Let's go and get some summons. You know, just in case there's going to be a fight.
Make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking
Yeah, conjure elemental.
right now.
And let's go for fire. Best element.
Call and I answer.
You know, with Jaheira we can't do that.
Nearly there now. To see the city.
I mean, we could give Jaheira the brain so she can summon us.
The work is never
Let's do
done.
that. You can pet all the cats in the city when not using animal speaking. Ah, so if you don't ask for consent, you can pet them all. Poor cats.
Keep your distance, darling.
I think Astarion. Oh, Astarion can also summon an elemental. Let's go for different elements. So many summons. Oh, Gale doesn't have a summon spell? We should change that next level up.
All is ash
As long as you
and
stop
meat.
sulking and start walking.
Complete the party. Here we go. Now let's also use Longstrider, and then we can continue.
Nearly there now. You see the city. Up on the hill.
Strider, you, and we're done. And looking at the audio mixer, I think I can dial down the sound effects a little bit. Here we go. Just tell me if it's too quiet. But just like looking over, it looked like it was really loud to cast that spell.
Breathe deep and move.
All the dreams your tummy can handle.
You have to do animal handling checks to pet them. Ah. Kinda mean that if you ask, you can't pet them then.
As long as you stop.
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will there be feather beds?
You're so excited, but I have no idea.
Can't talk. I'm sorry. The little one needs all of my attention.
We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
Well, I wonder if it was due to the Absolute Army
Up on the hill.
and all the goblins probably raiding settlements.
And we're down here.
That's why we need
That
to
blood
walk
or
just a
alcohol?
little more.
I think that's all dry
Foot
blood.
in front of the other.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction.
Why not?
It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened.
I mean, we could go out there and just help them. Steel Watch, is that some sort of fancy new rank of City Watchman?
A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
You can see the city. Up on the hill.
Steel Watch is quite something. Oh boy, that's a lot of carnage. Oh boy. At least they're no longer attacking, at least for the moment. I mean,
If everyone else minds their
it's
business,
steel.
I'll be fine.
No one's going to notice,
My hands.
I hope.
One day I'll catch a break.
Anything else? Ooh, potion of greater healing.
Open for you.
Do-do.
Right now.
Just have to hope that this guy's not going to come back. Hey you.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
No passage this way, I'm afraid. Turn back. It's for your own good.
Should mind
Ah.
my step.
Up on the hill.
Now he noticed that we stole some things. Come on people, run, we don't want to get caught.
That's why we need to walk just a little more.
Let's just run away.
Someone's reported a theft in this area. It seems you're the likely culprit.
Why didn't they
What
follow
will
us?
you do?
Why didn't they follow us? Oh no. And we can't even try to argue. I don't want to hand over the stolen items. And I also don't want to start a fight. I mean, we've come in peace, right? And hey Diana, how are you doing? How's Rock Trader treating you? Perhaps a little gold could smooth this over.
There are so few honest guards these days. Unfortunately for you, this is one of them.
Great.
You're under arrest.
Okay, I gotta say, I think I never got into prison in this game outside of Act 1, so it's a new experience. Of course I wanted to get caught, right? Oh, it's actually just Jaheira? Which is weird, because Jaheira doesn't even have, like, the items.
Deafening silence.
That's the rest.
Anything
Did we
you
escape?
want for supper?
How much further can I go?
Escaped. Totally intentional. Of course.
This one time will make an exception.
Well, the rest is free.
You stop sulking.
Yeah, where the heck are you, Jaheira? And even us got imprisoned. Poor us. Jaheira's just going to sleep. Where are we? There's another guy. Otto Ott. You're in Worm's Crossing. Oh gosh, I'm on Worm's Crossing? Maybe we're just going to leave Jaheira here for the moment. That is so far away. Can Jaheira lockpick? What's the DC? Ah,
You were seen
15.
picking a lock. Prison guards are rarely happy to let such behavior slide.
I mean, we can just follow to prison because we are already in prison. Wait. This will be a fun rescue mission, I guess. Another quest unlocked. Try to get Jaheira out of here. Oh gosh. I think you can go to camp, change companions. Can you? Nah, she can't go to camp, which I guess makes sense. I think we could long rest probably. Okay, I would say not to skip lots of things. We know about the rest. Ah. Should we just do that? Feels kind of cheaty.
Anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can.
But then again, the thing is, if we would go to save her, we have to go up here. And I kind of want to explore Rivington first, so let's try that out.
Best be on my way.
Also, new camping area. Oh, what is that? Letter from Arabella. Oh yeah, she left. The ink is still fresh, and the letter is drawn in careful hands. Hey you. So, I owe you a lot. For one, I don't know what the inside of a snake belly looks like. For another, you let me stay at your camp. And for another, you found out what happened to Moms and Pops. I'm out on my own now, and Bone Man says it's a good thing. I just have to let the weave guide me. And as far as I can tell, it's taking me to Baldur's Gate, so I'm heading there first. Anyway, thanks for everything. I won't forget. Arabella. Aww. So, and we also have Jenna here. Yes, a few coins weren't enough.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Absolutely not. We've hit our quota for mangy strays.
Rude Astarion. What is he doing with his hands? Actually, would we let her stay? I mean, we already killed like one person who tried to stay at our camp. Oh well, what could go wrong? Of course you can stay, Yenna. Pick a spot and settle in.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
Hope there won't be a bad ending. Astarion, behave. Who are we going to take instead of Jaheira? Let's just very quickly ask Minthara to join again.
The next urchin that tries to pick my pocket will lose its hand.
Please don't mutilate any children, Minthara.
Half of the children here are already mutilated by poverty and starvation. I am reminded of the Barbarian, the stench streets of Menzoberranzan, where the sick and the outlawed make their homes. Despite the destitution, there is profit and opportunity to be found in such places, if one is willing to wade through the squalor.
Okay. Before we talk, let's just make her join us.
Your party is full. Did you think I would not notice?
Swap out with Jaheira.
Your companion is otherwise encaged. You'll need to dismiss them at a more convenient moment.
See, Deanna, we actually can't do that.
Farewell.
Minthara is such a fun companion. Yeah, I guess she would definitely consider that fun.
You wish to consult me?
Let's have a talk. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate?
Yes. I only know it through history books and hearsay. A city of murder and grief. I expect it will live up to its legend.
hopefully. You must be glad that Ketheric is dead.
I take no pleasure in his passing.
You don't?
Whatever faults he may have had, Ketheric was a great leader.
I guess, yeah, she would admire that quality, right? Any greatness he once had faded long ago. The man we killed was a bitter old fossil.
Life was crueler to him than death. It is no great wonder that he found his strength in Myrkul. I believe he was an honorable man, but the gods used him as their plaything. First, Shah and her sister, then the three behind the Absolute. I sympathize.
Interesting. I would have thought that she would just condone him for like throwing himself at gods again and again. Went to prison once before, but that was my main character. I simply greater invisible, opened door, then disguised myself, grabbed stuff, and left. That's handy. I mean, maybe I'm also just going to give Jaheira like an invisibility potion. We will think of something. We can do this. Oh, Minthy, no. He was a total POS. You may want to include Minthara over Halsin, as there's nothing to do in Act 3. Which is kind of sad. I just do want to get Halsin's approval a little bit up, at least. You're surprisingly soft-hearted sometimes.
It is a sharp mind that feels sympathy for one who suffers unnecessarily, not a soft heart. I saw strength in Ketheric that had been diluted by pain, but I will never forgive him for handing me to Orin. For that, I hope Myrkul hollows out his bones and lets them be dust.
That's more than Minthara, I know. You know, I'm curious about Mensmerunsan. Tell me about your home.
You have never visited?
True, we're Drow. Sometimes I do forget that. Which also makes me wonder that she never commented on that, because I mean, we are a Drow. We are a male Drow. So basically scum. I mean, the Dark Age option would be like, I have no memories at all. I guess I was born there, but I suspect your life was very different to mine.
Most likely. I am a Bainray, born into the city's most ancient and powerful house.
By far most powerful.
My life was one of privilege and danger. Like you, I lived in Kuelarzor, high above the city's sprawl. I enjoyed every luxury, whether harvested in the Underdark or stolen from the surface. And I survived my first assassination attempt while I still suckled at my mother's breast.
How did you survive that?
I tasted her blood that day. She covered my body with her own, and a blade bit deep into her chest, almost puncturing her heart. When I came of age, she tried to take my life herself. And I gave her fresh scars to match those she earned protecting me.
Ah, just Drow things. I think we will get approval of 3. I don't know. Flevena would say that. Is she still alive?
I expect so. If the world were to end, I think my mother would survive to rule over the ruins.
Who is her mother? Huh. Probably like a high priestess or something then. Drow stuff, might makes right. Oh yes. Lovely family. Don't trust anyone, and least of all, your family. Your childhood was horrible. I mean, your childhood was horrible.
How so? I could have been born a slave, a serf, or a jaluk. I had every advantage. and my mother showed me how to survive. She taught me to be resilient and to guard my heart from those who cannot be trusted, literally and figuratively. When I choose to let somebody close, I do not do so lightly. That gives a great depth of meaning to the bonds I do share.
Yeah, you really gotta be careful, otherwise you will be assassinated. Wonderful Benra's daughter. I don't know if she's connected to the matron mother, but like, House Benra is huge. Yeah, she's a princess of House Benra. Is she related to... what was her name? I think Quenthel Benray is the current matron mother. I think it made her strong. She does not want pity. I also definitely think that she would approve to that, but I don't see that in character as an answer. When did you first encounter the cult of the Absolute?
A true soul came to my city preaching a message of togetherness, accompanied by 2 novices. Menzoberranzan is not fertile ground for such messages. I killed them and hanged their bodies in my garden.
Of course she did. But then I wonder what made her actually go to them. They were fools to encroach on Law's territory.
I thought so too. This world is full of fools, after all. But in this instance, I was mistaken. Our visitors were not fools. They were bait. Even as the flesh sagged and sloughed away from their eyeless skulls, their audacity infuriated me. I had to know where they came from.
And that's how they got her.
And whoever sent them was counting on my curiosity overcoming my caution.
The current house head's mother had so many children and she was really old too. I know that the current house head, the current matron mother of House Benra, I think she's like over 500 years old, and she was also revived at one point. She did die, but then she took over again. Assassination sounded a lot like she was high up in the inheritance and her family members wanted to rise in ranks. True, but then again, I think like all the families have issues with like assassinations. I mean, especially with Law's teachings, she also asks of you to kill like everyone who you deem like not worthy enough for Law. You followed the path back to Moonrise.
Yes. All it took was a simple act of necromancy,
and
the corpses told me where I needed to strike. Moonrise Towers.
You waged war against Moonrise?
No. I was prepared for combat, but I intended to strike subtly. As it turned out, to my shame, I was defeated without even drawing my weapon. I came to Moonrise with a retinue of warriors and assassins, the best House Bainray had to offer. I expected a battle, but found a fully laden feast table and a welcome befitting a house matron. Ketheric expected us, expected me, and I fell for his flattery.
But yeah, I guess her admiration for him was enough to get her to fall for that. Pride can be a great weakness.
I recognize my flaws.
She approves?
Pride is certainly among them. Ketheric proposed an alliance between Moonrise and Menzoberranzan. I admit I was captivated by him. He invited me to the head of his table as his guest of honor. I was wary, of course. If I had been in his position, the food would have been poisoned. It was not the food I should have been wary of. It was the pale woman at the foot of the table. Orin the Red. We had barely begun to eat when she spoke for the first time. I only caught one word, my name. Then, quick as lightning, she climbed onto the table, a dagger in each hand, and skipped toward me, slicing the throats out of my men as she passed them.
Oh boy, what a bloody dinner. Oh gosh, those answers. You should have died fighting, that sounds delightful. Or she sounds delightful, that must have been terrifying. I guess if we would truly embrace the dark urges, we would say she sounds delightful. Did we say the first one? I think actually the first one's the most fitting. You should have died fighting.
If it had been an option, I would have.
Also better than being
Ketheric held me
indoctrinated.
still. His hand on my shoulder, the grip tight enough to crack the bone. When Orin stood before me, she touched the dagger to my eye, drawing out a tear of blood. I want this one, she said. Ketheric nodded his permission, and I was taken below. You've seen the horrors of the colony. Orin kept me there for days. She forced me to watch as my men were processed. Some for food, others as thralls. And then she placed the tadpole in my eye, herself.
Yeah, Orin is really on quite a different level of messed up compared to Ketheric and Gortash. You'll have your revenge.
That is certain. You know the
Kill her
rest as
together.
well as I do. There were massacres before the Grove. Religious communities, mostly. Those who refused to convert. Then there was you, and now there is freedom. Soon there will be vengeance.
Right. Curious if we can ask the first question again, but maybe we can now ask her about Jaheira. I'm curious to hear your thoughts about our companions.
A disparate collection of vagabonds and strays. Did you have anyone particular in mind?
Sounds like Orin had a crush. Last person you want interested in you. I think Orin just really enjoys making certain people suffer. What do you make of Jaheira?
She is intelligent, strong, and capable as both a leader and a fighter.
Quite positive.
An impressive woman. It is a shame that she devotes all of her talents and experience to the futile cause of the Harpers.
There we go.
Their devotion to preserving balance is pathetic.
They might be imperfect, but their intentions are good.
It is precisely because they are perceived as good that they are so dangerous.
Huh?
Their intentions do more harm to the world than any warmonger could.
Wait. How so? Why are the good guys more dangerous than the warmongers? I wonder if she sees it like as more chaos. I mean, she seems to be quite lawfully evil so far, right? Like order through tyranny to some degree. Well, okay, we still have to think about how to get Jaheira out of prison. It's also kind of funny that the only character in prison is Jaheira. Probably the one who also objected to us stealing. Do I have an invisibility potion or scroll? Let's just give her a scroll. Where is it? Invisibility. I wanted to tell about your dark urges. The thing is that you just get the same conversation again. I already checked that. And we can't really tell how much, the game kind of blocks that. Or maybe it changed now. But at least in Act 2 we couldn't really say much. But yeah, even though I'm quite at odds even as Lavender with Minthara, she's a really cool character. Gotta say that. These tools? Okay, Jaheira.